Welcome back to Portia. Today, later on, we're going to be going through the first couple parts of the Hazardous Ruins. But first, party!
Hooray! What I think might be the one festival in the game right now.
There's another one, and it's basically Christmas.
Oh, that's right.
But so then two.
Yeah. 2 festivals a year. The rest of the time you're building. So get building.
Alright, I made myself a skiver. We use that to make fiber cloth, leather, what have you. You don't need to use it too often, but it's good to have on hand.
Yeah. There's like the odd thing.
Because you do also get fiber cloth just from killing monsters.
For sure. Most of what you need is leather.
Oh, the house seems to have been broken in by a thief. It is none of your business.
It is known.
It is no. Say no.
You start getting people pointing out that things have been stolen from them the day after you build the bridge to Amber Island.
I wonder if those are connected.
So bring the lenses to Merlin. She'll have something for us tomorrow. And then I go back inside and remember, oh wait, need to talk to Petra.
Our research is almost done. If everything goes smoothly, we'll have something for you by tomorrow.
So they're still building the thing, which is the industrial cutter.
Hmm.
And this is cool. As the days go by, you can come to the research center and actually see it being built in real time.
See their extremely nifty prototype being made, which is quite cool.
The industrial cutter is the upgrade of the civil cutter, which I just talked about last time.
Mm-hmm.
And then nothing else happened that day.
Hey!
Alright, now that we've increased our ranking, now we can actually take part in those inspections. We're gonna need to upgrade everything, though.
Quite a lot of advanced material.
So the inspection, we got these 4 things to look at. There's always this one workshop rep who appears nowhere else, and he's not even a character.
He's got some really terrifying eyes.
These early levels, it's some pretty simple stuff. There's only 2 faults with every item we're looking at. We're given on one side the proper way to build something, and on the right side, the one that we're looking at, the one we need to find the faults with.
Effectively, it's a spot the difference puzzle.
Yep.
It can be a little bit finicky clicking the right thing.
Yeah, because like if I had the bucket on the side and I tried to click that hump, it might say it was wrong.
An error, as it were. So, it's a little bit of a hassle, but it's quite forgiving with the number of errors you can make and still get a 5-star. And some of these can be quite devious.
You gotta pay real close attention. These early ones, it mostly seems to be, where's it bulging?
Right.
Later on, weirdly, later levels, you get 3 errors, but 2 of them will be really obvious, like these large black marks.
Yeah.
Well, I basically had the same error in the same place twice.
There we go. So that was 4 5-stars, very nice, and the only commissions that you can take are to make the DD.
That's pretty nice, though. So most of the commissions aren't available during inspection days, which is the weekend. But that also means that Higgins doesn't come in to take any commissions.
That's right.
So you have sort of a 2-day grace period to get some more done.
Sorry, I wasn't able to sleep last night.
Which is great, because making a DD takes an awful lot of processing.
Skincare is a basic
Yep.
right.
Where are you going? Where do you think you're going?
The
Let me tell you where you're
Catalyst
going.
is always busy, but I feel like I'm taking part in the Talysis of the world.
Move over to Church of Light, we've got a new religion. Telesis.
Hi, did you discover something new? The data corruption on these disks are minimal.
Alrighty, Merlin, what do you got for me? When you find those lenses, you can't just craft sunglasses with them. This is the only time you get something different with them, I think. But this is interesting. She found out that they are color blindness correcting glasses. We didn't get the dialogue. I did in a different playthrough. But there is a character in town who is colorblind. They actually ran a barber shop. But then, the color blindness caused some problems and they had to shut it down. If you don't get the dialogue, don't worry, it's actually one of the Hulu brothers.
I've never seen them having a little brother barbecue. This
Yeah.
is really sweet.
Boy.
There are plenty of rules for fishing, like which fish swim in which area, different bait for different fish, things like that.
Aha, it's Sanwa. Let me have it!
Come here to ruin your crappy barbecue, Hulu brothers. Yeah, you better wear it, Sanwa.
Yay, now you can do shit for me.
Oh god. The pig, no, get away from the barbecue, QQ.
Uncle!
QQ, no, get out of here. QQ, those are pork sausages. What's wrong with you?
It's too late for them.
God, I can't get over their color-coded Hulu brother branded
I need
shirts.
inspiration for the Azula project.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Is that what he's calling his painting? It's kind of a grandiose name.
Oh yeah, you get letters to tell you when there's going to be a meeting in the plaza. I always forget to go.
Yeah, 7 o'clock? Oh, fantastic. A llama sculpture. That should be tasteful and nice for our house.
And also giant.
Oh no. Who could have foreseen?
That's the reward in an earlier version. The more recent version, there are many more different rewards you can get. The llama sculpture is still the best.
I've only ever got the llama and the drum. But holy crap, look at the size of that thing. It's monstrous.
And he's in timeout.
Oh.
Oh, wrong button.
Yeah. I wanted to harvest my delicious lettuce, but instead I ended up picking up the entire planter. My bad.
Look at my plant, God!
I have picked this up. It is mine.
Remember, since it is farming, the crops can only grow in certain seasons. But it feels like most of them can grow in most seasons.
Yeah, there's a couple of year-round ones, which is nice.
This one's a little well hidden.
Yeah,
It's that top bar. There it is.
there it is.
Yeah,
Ah,
see?
There you go. But you still got 5, even for a misclick.
One error, though, can completely change the reward you get.
So if you want a herd of llamas, you better watch your ass.
Yep.
Huh, somebody took a bite out of that.
Delicious metal.
A clock is a biscuit, right?
Now, I haven't gone up here, but up this really large hill is the church. And everyone goes here on Sunday.
Even Sophie, an extremely old woman.
shuffles her ass up the mountain. Emily had a request for those small builder plots. The first part of it is she wants you to build one and actually grow something in it, and then she asks you for 3 of them.
I knew I could count on you. Now I can get some more umbrellas made before the next time it rains.
There you go. And it teaches you how to make the umbrella. But nobody wants the umbrella. Because Peach has come up with a much more elegant alternative.
Now, in that letter that we got from Gale, he wants me to give him a present that he can add to that festival that's later on in the week. That just means crafting something. When you go to the work table, there'll be a tab with a present on it. Those are essentially gifts. So anything that would count for that, such as these talismans that I already have, I can give as a gift. I think I built one of those talismans. So I didn't completely half-ass it, but it's pretty simple.
Not bad. Looks like you put some thought into it. I'm sure the celebrations for the Day of the Bright Sun are a bit different in Barnarock. Here, the airship tradition has been going on for almost 40 years. I think it started when someone jumped on the Peach statue and started throwing cranberry candy at everyone.
Now, see, shouldn't he have been arrested? Not, like, given a tradition?
Well, I think you'll find that any crime is forgivable as long as you throw cranberry candy while you're doing it. I'd certainly the hell let you off with murder if you threw some cranberry candy in my gullet.
So, see, I got everything correct except for one error. So it's been a massive pullback from a giant llama statue to a tea set.
Although, that's worth its weight in gold to somebody who would like to have some tea.
And it does increase my stamina.
Always useful.
The llama increases my defense.
As well it should.
Going ahead and making some charcoal now. I don't need that until I can mine iron, because you need to combine that with iron ore to make carbon steel.
And thank goodness you got the blueprints for the civil furnace, which is the first thing I think you can get that can smelt iron.
Yep. Grill's really easy, it's just some regular wood and copper pipes. You can only make 2 things with it though. Grilling meat that you get from monsters or the catfish.
I see you bought some salt. Doing
Yep.
some grilling, eh?
You buy that from Sophie.
So, marble planks, bronze plates.
Need 1 more of each.
What a hassle. Marble can be quite rare.
I highly disagree. You find it a lot in the rocks outside the town.
Yeah, I had a little bit of a disconnect here with, like, my technological level. and what I was actually collecting. So, I had kind of a marble deficit, which was unfortunate.
Do not convert all of your marble into marble planks, though. You need a good chunk of the raw marble.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming. I've been real busy lately trying to figure out who the town thief is.
I had nothing to
We've never
lose.
seen anything like it.
They
It's
better
so
not touch my
strange.
damn
He's
llama.
not stealing anything essential, just random trinkets. The fools Huss and Tuss show up once in a while, but they're more interested in big money items.
Remember their
We'll talk
names.
to 'em for sure.
Good old
We're
Huss and
fine folks
Tuss.
here, but we'll still uphold our laws. Anyway, enough about the thief. I asked you to come because I want to further develop the cave on Amber Island. That cave used to lead to a ruin, but due to an accident, the entrance was closed. This was some 40 years ago. Since then, there's been various rumors of it being haunted, which is nonsense. But
just nonsense.
I think it's about
It's not-
time we
it's
used
not
it in our
haunted.
favor.
I just...
The haunted cave of Portia.
There have been rumors of
Got a nice
thousands
ring to
of
it,
dead
doesn't it?
people in there.
There used to be a
That's
power
come
generator
on, it's
in
more
there
like
somewhere.
20.
I'm commissioning you to
Rumors!
fix it up and give it some
I
juice.
assure
I
you.
will tell
Just
Hulu to
just
install
build a
movable
battery
battery.
and
So go do that.
cover your
Then
nose.
I'll get one of the Hulu brothers to get that place running. Ha! This will be a fine tourist attraction.
You can't spell telesis without tourists. Tourists.
And then I played my harmonica and they dropped dead.
Oh my goodness. It's true. Music is truly terrifying. The civil furnace. You're so civil. Furnace.
I can go ahead and just chuck one of these.
Yep. There is no point having stone furnaces once you've got civil furnaces. I usually keep them though.
This is how it was in the previous build. In the current build, you can also make lead bars.
Oh really? They added lead bars?
Yeah. So you can actually do something with all of that lead that you get in the ruins, aside from just turning it into tin alloy.
Right. Which is only good for bearings, basically.
Yeah. Here, see, you need regular marble to make a removable battery.
That is right.
And I got plenty of power stones from mining.
And plenty of salty grilled catfish. That's just a little treat for you, though.
Now, this especially shows that after a certain point, you're going to have a massive excess of materials, what have you, you don't really need right now. Just stuff them in your pack, go to one of the shops, and load it all off. See, like that colorful llama fur that I got? You find that with pretty much every llama you kill, but it's worth a lot of money. And the copper wires, you get so many copper wires, but you can make a lot of money off of those too.
Oh goodness, so much copper wire.
You'd never need to make the copper wire in the grinders, believe me.
Never. I actually didn't even know that you could for a while.
Yeah.
Hey! What's up, level 2 work table?
Now we can make paditis.
There you go. See all the DD parts? Like the one DD part, I guess.
The chair and the wheel, that's about it.
Yeah, that's right. Chair and the wheel.
Oh yeah, we also have upgrades to pretty much all of our tools.
Mm-hmm.
Not many things use iron bars, it's mostly carbon steel.
Yeah. There's, really not a lot of use for iron bars.
Interesting that you can't use the upgraded practice sword. You have to use the base one.
Yeah, that's really obnoxious. But I guess it's pretty easy to make.
There, a massive improvement from the practice sword.
Yep. Bronze sword is quite strong. Oh, gosh.
Oh, so this is Tuss. Yeah, they look like debt collectors.
Okay. Oh, yeah? That's cool. Prance.
Doom, doo, 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 doo.
That's it. Chase him down. Chase him down with an axe. Get back here! Get back here!
I have no idea where they live. Or if they even live anywhere.
They're like the wind. They fly free and carry terrible smells wherever they go.
They are controlled entirely by air pressure.
That's right. What you didn't hear in this build of the game is the sound of air being let slowly out of a balloon as they ran off. Oh no. They are Point Man. No, sorry. Proofread your game, please. Mr. Isaac, the old man who likes to play Connect
Now,
4.
Where did my cooking pot go? Toby must have taken it on some misadventure again. I am going to ask him.
Yeah, you do it. You read him the riot act.
Even though Portia
Why
is
does my
so
son enjoy his
It's
childhood?
just as curious about the world as
How
anyone
dare
else.
he play?
You know, when I see them progressing in their studies, the feeling of achievement.
Lucy's throwing her voice into Martha.
indescribable.
Yep. Martha's just staring straight ahead because she's been ensorcelled. Oh.
I owed him money.
Actually, speaking of which, Isaac.
I feel like a lot of the comma and capitalization typos mostly come from the fact that Panthea Games is a Chinese developer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, generally the English is pretty good. It's mostly just that specific type of typo.
Right. There's this incredibly rotund cat that lives around town. Pinky's a stray. You can adopt her.
And if you just give her one piece of fish, she'll follow you around for like several hours straight.
Just on the off chance that you might have another.
This here's the Civil Corps headquarters. It's only relevant for maybe one event later, at least so far, but this is where Arlo is. You only need to talk to one of the Civil Corps people, but you can talk to all of them if you want, but you only need to talk to one in order to deal with Huss and Tuss.
I like to call the entire police for every minor problem in life.
Now they pretty much all just say, yeah, we'll send someone to deal with it.
Entire police, please come help me.
Alright, let's check out the second abandoned ruins. There is no copper and tin in here. It's only manganese ore, and iron ore and lead ore. Manganese ore, up until a more recent build, had little to no use whatsoever.
No, it has exactly one use.
Combine that with iron to make manganese steel bars,
That's it.
which you use for almost nothing.
Yep. For like a couple of large builds, and that's it. So, you will be shitting manganese, and there is actually not a whole lot of use for it.
Well, now you do combine it to make the different types of aluminum.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Iron, though, you are gonna want, just thousands of it.
You're never gonna have enough.
There's just... God, you need so much iron. It's like actually super annoying.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have one good mining day and I'll come away with like 2,000 pieces of iron. I will just hollow this place out. And then next thing I know...
Washing machine.
That's cool. 7 more stamina. Your stamina bonuses are never that big.
This is one of the places you're going to get simple circuits, which you use for some electronics.
Yeah. You get some higher tier mechanical items. And new relics.
And I got the 2 springs I need for the battery.
There you go.
See, look at that. Silver furnace. Every better version of the furnace increases the amount of wood that you can store in there, and also the amount of materials you can craft at one time. I don't think it speeds up how quickly it makes them, though.
I read on the wiki that it overall is more efficient in terms of time.
It does use less wood, at least.
Yeah, because the thing is, right, you can do 10 bars in a stone furnace in about 20 hours. 22 hours? Something like that? Or maybe it's just over a day. I forget. But anyway, and you see 25 iron bars takes like 2 days. Somebody did the math, and it's apparently better.
Yeah.
Look at all this new stuff. All these new components. All these teasing little hints. The things that you'll build later on.
With a lot of leather.
Oh, jeez. Yep, get used to collecting, what is it, worn fur?
Yep. It's the 17th. Let's go check out that wasteland, whatever that is.
Trying your luck with a hazardous ruin? This is a very dangerous area. You'll need to prove yourself worthy. You'll have to last a minute against a local Civil Corps officer in combat. There are 3 of us. Me, Remington, and Arlo. Any one of us will do.
Well, seeing as you're right here.
Yo, kid, look at...
Lasting a minute is all well and good, but what if I actually beat you?
I certainly wasn't able to, so I'm excited to see this. She's strong.
She's powerful.
She's level 25. And she doesn't stunlock like that llama.
Ooh, you fixed my back.
Ooh, so this is sparring. This is something that you can do with certain NPCs.
You use up 15 stamina to start, and you don't use any weapons. It's all your fists.
Yeah, it's just a little fist fight. People in Portia like to have a little Donnybrook here and there.
I win!
Wow, that owns. Look at that. Yeah, make some
pretty
bucks,
good.
get some friendship.
Good enough that I don't have to worry too much.
When I did this, I just ran around in circles like a coward.
But when you do that, you get 5 friendship with everyone in the Civil Corps, plus 5 with whoever you fought. And that is a piece of artwork. I can either put that in my house, or later in the museum when it gets built.
I hate the museum so much.
You do get rewards for contributing stuff, but I don't think it's really necessary otherwise.
The rewards are so much less good than the ones in Stardew. Like, there's some interesting stuff. Like, the top tier reward right now, at least, is a restoration machine. So you can, like, restore relics in the comfort of your own home, I guess. But yeah, beyond that, I don't know. All you get for each one is just a little bit of reputation.
So I really like the wilds, because it's right outside of the town, and there are all these abandoned buildings. It's just nobody can live there, nobody can do anything here because of all these monsters around here.
All of these horrible pine cocks. These glasses-wearing idiots with their weird hats. And look at the face. Look at the face on this Slurpee.
I think you and I both agree the Slurpees are the best.
They're just, like, they're little clown idiots. And they just look so dour. They're just like, meh. Get out of my abandoned wasteland. Meh. What a name, though. Slurpee.
You do need to kill these guys to get some blue leather.
Absolutely. You gotta skin their beautiful blue butts. Meh. Don't skin me. Meh. Animal fat, as far as I can tell, is useless. Because you can't use it for cooking.
Which is weird, because I think the description says it's used for cooking.
Absolutely. It's a damn lie. Cheesy peas. Who keeps giving hats to these animals? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Who knitted these darling little toques for these Slurpees?
I do know that with the pine cocks, sometimes you can get their hats as a rare drop, and it's an accessory.
Oh, it looks so dumb.
I've gone around the back of this building. This is actually the Hazardous Ruins, but there is a chest behind it. With more copper wire.
Yeah, there you go. Just what we needed. I love that it's so worth going off the beaten path. Even if there's not much, there's usually something, and that's nice.
Also around here there is stuff on the ground, like vegetables you can find for cooking.
Yep. There's a quest. Bamboo papayas, I believe they are.
Yep.
Some kind of mute brute.
So let's check out the main procedurally generated dungeon. Now you see the green coming off of the jump dancer? The main gimmick of this? Poison. Everything is poison.
Poison super duper sucks. At higher levels, it can kill you, in seconds. I don't want to go to the Dark Souls well here, but it's like toxic in Dark Souls.
It can be. It shaves off your health. The jump dancers, I think, are the worst.
They're so nasty.
I do know back during the demo, they could stun lock you with, like, no effort whatsoever. And that was a pretty obvious trap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but it's still rolling around, be careful.
Oh, uh-oh.
And I didn't know this, but it does reset.
Oh, for biscuits. I know you're super curious about this, folks, but you do get a certain number of retries every floor.
Yeah.
So you can die 2 or 3 times and respawn with full health.
This room's interesting. It's just an obstacle course. There's no real enemies here.
But there is some delightful tesoro.
See, I can't really decide if this place is a sewer or was like a factory.
Maybe it's both. Maybe it was a sewer factory. Maybe they manufactured and tested sewers.
Manufactured sewer sludge to contribute to sewers.
It's a manufactured gunk operation.
Don't worry too much about the green gunk. If you fall in it, it slowly eats away at your health, but it doesn't hurt you too bad. You can jump out, no problem.
Yeah. There's no, like, lingering effects, but again, on higher levels, it can hurt.
Watch out for that hole, and watch out for these rocks.
Yep. It's sweet that they built the sewers. I guess the contractor who built these sewers was the same one who built Takeshi's castle.
And you get a lot of good stuff going through it.
Absolutely. You gotta come back to this place a lot.
Over here, Gooey.
Mucus is used for a surprising number of crafting things, including ironwood planks, so go figure.
Sometimes you need a lubricant.
I guess.
Now this amuses me. I don't know if this is temporary, but when you kill all the enemies in an area and more spawn in, they spawn in with a turkey gobble.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I kept looking around for a turkey, but
That's just what it sounds like.
it's apparently the spawning noise, so there we go. It's fun. I don't play a lot of early access games. I think the only other early access game I ever played was Kerbal. But it's kind of interesting to see all the placeholders and unfinished bits, things to be determined.
I still don't know how to pronounce their name. Plearimp?
I just call them plier imps.
I used to think it was like Pimplerimp or something.
That is some Rumpelstiltskin level of
Yeah,
name.
that, basically. Sometimes they'll fall on the ground, sometimes they'll get caught in an animation when they die.
They'll keep doing the dance. The Connor from King's Quest VIII dance.
The angry stomp.
Oh, love it. How dare you slay me, oh.
And the boss of the area is basically a giant version of the Plearimps.
That's right.
More like a giant version of an enemy we haven't seen yet. They show up from level 2 onward.
Right.
But he's got a big tank of toxic gas.
He's a big gooey boy. Hey, chemical dropout.
What does that name suggest to you? That, like, this was an institution or something?
It seems to me that he stopped attending his women's classes because he's like, poisonous chemicals? I'll take them. I'll take all of them.
Dodging his attacks isn't too hard as long as you get the timing right. You can't roll right through them.
Yeah, you get a ton of iframes, and you can roll as long as you have even the tiniest chip of stamina left.
A lot of it is just getting the timing right, so you still have that little chip.
Exactly. And when he gets down to half health, like every boss, he gets different attacks. So this one he'll point blank shot, which can still hit you, even if you're under his gun. And if you're far away, he'll do this, which is basically just free hits forever, because this apparently has minimum range.
Yep, it cannot hit you if you're right in front of him. But you kill him, you get so many items.
So much crap. Uniform jacket is really good. Really good armor.
Much better than the regular clothes that I bought off screen.
Yep.
You also get his equipment, which I have yet to find a use for. I think in a newer build you can use it to make a shotgun. Or like a poison dart gun.
Which is interesting, because up until now, it's only been swords.
Yeah. If I'm a little confused, it's because I also bought Arc.
Right.
And it can't make shotguns in those.
Right.
Yeah, costs a lot of money to increase my space, but I had just enough.
Pretty good haul.
Now, the nice thing about the ruins, time is stopped when you go in there, so you can take as long as you need to, but every time you start a new section of the ruins, you automatically use up a certain amount of hours.
That's right. You might have noticed that there were 4 levels. The sort of level range for the enemies increases with each successive level, and the last 2 actually have a time limit. So you gotta get through the floors within the time limit, which can be pretty tight in places, because it's only extended by killing enemies.
Yeah. Well, killing enemies and breaking these boxes.
That's right. Basically, anything that you bust up with your sword, be it skulls or boxes.
I'll show you in part 5 how to go through one of those, because as long as you keep moving, you won't run out of time. You'll be fine.
Yeah. That will be handy, because I'm not very good at it. But any successive time that you do it, you'll notice that a few rewards showed up next to the floor that we cleared, and that's something that you just get for beating the chemical dropout a second time.
Yeah. You get rewards both for just beating the boss and for getting through the area. And they all compound.
Yeah, which is really handy, because for some of the later ones, you get an item that you need a lot of.
So this is cool. These little posters.
Ah, it's coffee time in Athens. Orderless drink, happy birthday. This is a Chinese game, alright.
It's confusing, but like it's little ways to show that this place was occupied by people once.
Absolutely. People who apparently loved having coffee in Athens. And odorless birthdays. Although if I worked in the hazardous waste plant, I suppose...
That would be important information.
An odorless birthday would indeed be my fondest wish.
Now, it's okay if you die and you use up a chance, because except for in the case of the boss's health and any damage you did to any enemies you killed will stay dead.
Yeah.
And just shown here, even if you get low on health, as long as you get your dodges down, you'll be fine.
He's really... Ah, yes. And the second floor, you get I guess kind of a guaranteed reward for each floor. This one's super nice.
Takes a long time before you're able to actually make it, though, because you don't get animal skeletons for a long time.
Yeah, that was a surprisingly rare item.
You get them in one dungeon, which is a good while later from here, but not enough to make that upgraded sword. And then you actually find them in the desert, which is so much later. Like, you're probably not going to get there until fall.
Right, at least.
For me, it was like the end of fall, start of winter, around there.
Yeah, me too. It's a really involved series of crafting quests to get to the desert. Oh my god. I just noticed out of the corner of my eye your stack of couches.
Yeah.
Would it have killed you to lay those out in some sort of pleasing configuration in case you have guests?
That is pleasing. To me.
Hello, find a seat anywhere. Oh, I see you've noticed my stack of couches. Isn't it efficient? Doesn't it take out the smallest footprint while still giving me the full benefits?
But next time, we will be going through the Amber Island dungeon. We will be wrapping up the first month, and then that will be it for this little showcase of my time at Portia.
Indeed.